Today, in things that are weird about MLS, it's the disabled list and the season-ending injury list. What's that, you might ask? Well, let's roll the intro and then talk about it. Hello, my friends. Welcome back in. It's episode 5 of our DC United Save. Before we talk about this disabled list, season-ending injury list, we have had a overwhelming amount of support on Patreon that I need to get all these new patrons mentioned. We have jumped up from, I think we started just a couple days ago, 21 patrons. We're at 25 right now. So shout out to Volney Rodriguez de Menezes. I can't even see your full name. I apologize on the app. It's Volney. Paul Colombani, Andrew C., Jonathan Needham, Brent Nitch, all new patrons joining the team. I cannot thank you enough for that. We are marching quite quickly, you could argue, towards 40 patrons, which is my goal for the end of the year. And then Craig Havley upped his pledge. I think I already mentioned this earlier in the month, but it never hurts to mention again. Greg Baxter upped his pledge in this month as well. We are currently sitting at 25 patrons and $140 a month after all the taxes or all the fees that Patreon charges, which is really not that much. I'm not saying all the fees, but we may break with that and the ad money on YouTube. We may break $200 a month this month. And if you've watched my video about my exciting personal news and forming an LLC, that is massive for a variety of reasons. Go watch. It's a 16-minute video. I'm not going to cover it here. So thank you. Thank you. It feels weird, but thank you. So let's move on. Kemp, who's our left back, he's got a twisted ankle. Okay? He's got a twisted ankle. It says he's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. I do not understand this. Oh, it's giving me the option to place him on the... I thought the game was forcing me to put him on the disabled list. Okay, so let's talk about this. So in All-American sports, at least, All-American sports, you only have a certain number of roster spots, right? Just like in the rest of Football Manager, you can only have a certain number of players, for the most part, on your squad, right? So if you had one with a massive injury and you're like, oh, like I wish we could sign someone to replace him for the rest of the season or something like that, there's a thing in American sports called the disabled list in MLS. And if it's really bad injury, the season-ending injury list. Now, personally, I think Football Manager does a very strange job here in terms of defining what that is. Because it kind of breaks it down, disabled list first and then season-ending injury list. But I think they could have made the explanation a little more simple. So on the disabled list, he's unavailable to play for the next 6 matches starting from today. So after today's game, he can't play for 6 matches. His space on the roster, should he take one, will be freed up. So again, if you were maximum roster size and you couldn't, like from roster size reasons, couldn't add somebody, it frees up that roster spot so he can be replaced. Well, then you have a problem when he comes back after 6 games. But, anyway, his salary will count towards the cap, though. Even though his roster spot doesn't, his salary impacts the cap. Okay. On the season-ending injury list, he can't play for the rest of the season. Like, even if he makes a miraculous recovery, he cannot play for the rest of the season. But his salary still counts towards the salary cap. But his roster space will be freed up. I really think they could have simplified that to say, either way, roster spot freed up impacts the salary cap. Doesn't matter if they're on the disabled list or the season-ending injury list. Disabled list, they're out for 6 games. Season-ending injury list, they're out for the entire season. I don't know why it's explained twice in paragraphs. Like, give me the 2 bullet points, roster impact, cap impact, and then give me, you can have him back after 6 games or not. But that's what's happening. So I brought you back for this because this is I don't think this happens anywhere else in the world. Maybe Australia, because they kind of have some weird MLS-ish rules. But that's what's happening. I thought I'd bring you back for that. Let's take a look at the results here. We beat Philadelphia Union 4-2 quite handily. Got smacked around by Toronto. We beat the LA Galaxy. Acosta coming in. He's back from injuries. Banged in 2 goals in 3 games. Not bad. We've pulled San Jose Earthquakes in the U.S. Open Cup 4th round, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping we would get like Indy 11 or Cincinnati or Miami or one of these non-MLS teams just because I think that's interesting. So, of course, we play them away in San Jose and then at home 3 days later because, you know, that makes sense from a scheduling standpoint. We'll talk about scheduling in the next episode. There's not enough time. So today, I think that's going to be the only episode that I show you, or the only game that I show you. We'll do an extended highlights with the San Jose Earthquakes, which, when you think about names, seems a bit unfortunate. Like, we're the Earthquakes. Earthquakes happen, civilians die. You know, same thing with Chicago Fire. I mean, there's some weird names. I don't know. Let me know what you think about the names in MLS. The Fire is like a horrible, horrible thing that happened in Chicago, like way back when. Does that motivate you if you're on the team? We're on fire. It just seems weird. So I know I promised you that we'd play the Portland Timbers. I just, I've waffled on for 6 minutes about the disabled list, so I don't want it to make it too long. And again, the Open Cup 4th round, I think that's interesting. That is like the cup in, the U.S. So let's go play that game. I got to go play San Jose, away first, and then we'll be back. But you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to hit my mic and, hit stop recording right now. Well, that went just about as poorly as it could have. We got trounced away from home. Jalen Robinson, who we brought in as our right back so we could put O'Neal Fisher, who's our right back, on left back. He's on a 6.1. Picks up his second yellow in the 89th minute. Dude, we're already losing 3-0. Like, just stay on the pitch. Just don't get sent home. What are you doing? Mullins is on a 6.3 at halftime. We brought on Gill. Narco is wanting playing time, so we brought him in as a sub. He played a 6.1. I mean, they played a 4-2-3-1, but the two were two DMs, and we played counter because we're away from home, and they smoked us. So I'm quite nervous now about the Open Cup 4th round. We're favored at home. Great. Things are great. So we're going to play control. Assad is back. He picked up a bit of a knock. So I think we played, I don't know who we played. I think it was, what's his name? Ian Harks, and he played, the whole team played poorly. So I'm playing Robinson today, even though he just got sent off because he's not sent off for the Open Cup, right? It's only for the league because we have another game 3 days later. So if we're going to do rotations, we're going to have to do them then. And that's where Nick DeLeon can start there in the next game. But yeah, so Knaus is back from injury. He's on central midfielder defend. Assad has been playing well as an advanced playmaker, so we're putting him there. Acosta attacking, and then the guys on the wings. And yeah, we're trying our best here, people. That was no more than 5 foreign players, currently 6, because that's how the U.S. Open Cup rules work, unless you're Portland, which you can read about that. Essentially, who are we going to replace? Not a starter, so Moreno is on the bench. Narco's been complaining. I guess we can bring on Harks, sure. Portland had a game, and they played 6 foreign players because for the U.S. Open Cup, Canadian players are considered foreign because they're not U.S. But in MLS, Canadians aren't considered foreign because there's 3 teams in Canada. So that's why. And then they got away with it because the league or whoever they submitted the stuff to was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, because they weren't paying attention and they don't know the rules of the U.S. Open Cup. So again, doing great things. Doing great things here over in North America. Not just America, North America. Screwing up 2 countries worth of football/soccer. Don't call it that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's do a better performance than last time. Significantly better. Yes, it'd be nice to win because we didn't. And honestly, I think the U.S. Open Cup is really our only chance of silverware. Although we do have the playoffs in MLS, which is completely different from the rest of the universe. Look how tired they are. Are we playing higher tempo? Yes, we are, friends. Wear them down. We've injured Chris Wondolowski. So I mean, if we make the playoffs, that in of itself is, I thought that was gonna be like a red card. And I'm not even doing extended highlights now, am I? Nope. Let's start that now. That makes sense. Sure, it's fine. I'm a professional. I'm really not. That's why it's a hobby. Anyway, Oh, hold on. I just want to see what happens here. What happens here? Get it, boys. Close them down. Liverpool them. Oh, that was a nice. Oh, nice job. Assad tracking back. Hold on, we gotta figure this out. So anyway, you got the playoffs. So you always got a chance. If you go on a run in the playoffs, you could win it all. But I kind of think the Open Cup is our best chance here. Nice job getting in the way of that ball. Canals right off his forehead, right there. Wins the ball back. Assad to Acosta, who's been amazing. To Mullins, who's surrounded but doesn't care. That was a lovely touch. Did you see that? Right foot, right to like controlled the cross, but tapped it into his path for the left foot strike. Well, we're gonna watch that one again, my friend. I was kind of wondering. We see the highlight go that long. You're like, you either get really nervous or really excited. There's nobody in the ends. That was lovely. That was lovely, my friends. And hold on, concentrate. There we go. Got the concentrate in. We've made him nervous by taking Wondolowski out. A head injury. What is that? Frederick Brilliant. Bam! Straight to the head. Take the striker out. What do we got, my friends? Jungwirth. Is it Florian Jungwirth. Surely it's not Youngworth. But maybe it is. Maybe it's a... I don't know. Robinson bombing forward on the red. Nothing. Kind of a poor cross. Kind of above his teammates' range of motion. We have 6 shots, 4 on target. Are they playing the backups? You would think not, since they have folks that are more tired. But like, why are they so tired? I'm not understanding how tired they are, because, well, unless they didn't stop training, right? Like when we started the game, right? They were really low on condition on some of their players. If those are the same players we played against, they were at home and we had to fly from San Jose to DC. And then I gave our players 3 days rest. So maybe that's it. Maybe they didn't rest, but it's kind of like, well, that doesn't, we had a cross country flight. That's one of the problems in MLS is the cross country flights, and, you know, playing on a Saturday, you know, in Seattle, and then a Wednesday at home, when that's a lot of ways to go, my friends. I think the worst in MLS is Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, where you kind of go like, who scheduled that? You know, a Sunday away game, it really doesn't matter, right? But a Sunday away game, fly home, play on Wednesday, fly somewhere else and play on Saturday. Props to you. This looks dangerous. No one marking him. We got 3 guys all saying, "Oh, there's that guy back there." That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Calvillo has the assist. Oh, sorry, Danny Mozovsky. I was looking at on the field. I'm not watching that again. Come on, boys. Let's nick one against halftime here. Assad. Acosta, who's banged some in quite nicely since he got back from injury. Mullins, though, does the turn. My goodness. What is he? Was he Gabriel Jesus there? I mean, give him just a little bit of a touch and then just smacks it home. Nice. Nice. I've been watching the All or Nothing on Amazon. If you haven't watched that, I'm only like 1.5 episodes in on the... if you don't know what that is, it's Amazon very intelligently, I don't know if they were tipped off by somebody, had a camera crew follow Manchester City around last season. So pretty good timing. I wonder if they did it with other teams. They just didn't tell anybody. It's like, well, we were going to do it, but we picked the team that did the title. How convenient. Or if it's, you know, are they trying to do like a Hard Knocks, something like that series, which is what they do in the NFL. Don't you love when your phone buzzes and then nothing pops up and you're like, why did it buzz? Nobody knows. 2 yells on the defensive midfielders. That's what you want to see. And on their left wing. Oh, come on, boys. Oh no. Oh no. So we had one of our loans, which was an international player, leave, which is good because it's freed up like a stupid amount of like 10 or 13 grand in salary cap. But the foreign transfer window doesn't happen just yet. I may record that. I'd like your thoughts on that, because I imagine that being a very confusing time. You're doing great. I'm just saying, don't let your performance levels drop, mate. I'm just talking to the whole team. Don't let your performance levels drop. I know you scored 2 goals. We're only up by 1. Oh, I'm demotivated. Like, because I don't want you to stop being awesome. I'm just saying you're being awesome. Just get with the program. But I wonder if that would be something worth recording, going like, I'm trying to sign this player, but I can't. And I don't know why. This is confusing. So let me know if that would be of interest to you in the comments to have that in an episode. Or if it took forever, maybe that's the whole episode. I don't know. I don't know, my friends. Let's go. Let's do a little concentrate. O'Neal Fisher. I mean, to be fair, he's a right back. He's playing left back. He's trying his best. He's playing support too. Maybe I should put him back on defend. You know, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, hey, you just chill back a little bit, so you're not so far out of sorts and out of position that you don't know what's going on. Looks like we lost a free kick. Am I blanking out? That looked like there was a free kick for them, and then it went away when I put him on defend. Maybe that was the magic pill that ended the highlight. Areola, what's he got? He's kind of been except there. Yeah, he's kind of been Try it again. He's kind of been Come on, Mullins, get your hat trick, mate. I said don't let your performance levels drop. Stick with it. Okay, we do have a game in 3 days, so I'm thinking, like, I don't want to rotate, but we kind of need to rotate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that next game, but we kind of want to win. We have dominated. If we lose this game, we've only created 3 half chances, to be fair. So we had a lot of on-target shots. Like, that's amazing. You have 8 on-target shots and only 3 half chances and no clear-cut chances. That's a lot of chances not created, but you still got something on frame. So I don't know if that's props or not. Like, we scored 2. Very strange. Mullins takes a nice touch and then decides to pass it back to Tarbell. Thanks for that, mate. Okay. All right. Narco, you want to play, mate? Come on in. Come on in. It's okay. You come in. Don't know what else to do here. So we'll bring him in because we don't necessarily need another goal, but we could use, you know, fresh legs on that wing. That's what I'm thinking here. And then I think we're going to take Acosta out, even though he's had both assists. Oh, here, let's see how I paused and then we restarted it right back. Tarbell, which is an interesting name. Fisher, nice collection on that defensive fullback. Or fullback, comma, defend, not defensive fullback. That's not confusing if you're new to the game. Narco. Oh, that looked promising. 10 on target shots, 4 half chances. Right. Oh, this is so risky to do this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna bring in Chris Durkin. We're gonna put him on defend and just say, like, mate, just chill out, would you? Just chill out. And then we need Mullins. We need Mullins for the next game, so we're gonna put Gill in there as a poacher. We're not gonna put him on attack because advance forward because he cannot pass to save his life. He's like a 5. So we're gonna drop our fullbacks back just a little bit, but you know, maybe change the shape just a fuzz. Go out there, make a difference, aka don't give up an equalizer, please. We'll throw a tighten up in there. Oh. A third would be great. Bernabeu, wide open. Oh, going far post on that one. That's a tactic. That's a tactic, you could say. There, the tighten up goes in. Uh-oh. Don't you love conceding when you bring in a defensive midfielder? Don't you just love it? Don't you just... Second. Oh, that's a poor shot by Mosolvasi, whatever his name is. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh, we went for it again. There's 2 minutes left, but we're going to go lower tempo. Stop getting stuck in. Be more disciplined. Retain possession. I should have done that to save the legs a little bit about 10 minutes ago. But you don't want to just give up on the game, right? You still want to keep that pressure up so that they can't relax. Don't kick it, Fisher. I mean, you're not going to stand there for 3 minutes, I guess. Although that would be a worthy yellow card if you could stand there for 3 minutes. Zoltan. Okay, we'll take the corner. Lovely stuff there, mate. Run to the corner, ping it off of him. Let's do a short corner routine. No, because we don't have him set up. Makes sense. Okay. Oh, that was nervy when your central midfielder that's playing kind of as a holding midfielder tries to head the ball but misses, and then a long ball where you can't see where the ball is from your perspective going this way. You're like, what? Is there 3 people standing up there waiting to receive that? Oh, that's terrible. That was terrible. Oh no, he misses the header. Is that Brilliant or is that Bernabeu? Bernabeu. That was a little too close for comfort, I think you can argue. But we've had 20 shots, 11 on target. They have 1 on target shot, my friends. We've had 6 half chances. Although they do have the clear cut chance. So was it their on target shot or was it off target? Who knows? We've avenged our league loss, which I guess is an okay thing. You know, passionate. Very nice victory. Well done, lads. Well done. I'm even going to say, yes, second half was much better. It was 0.9 better. Let's end the pep talk. And we play Portland next. You're not going to get to see that, but yeah, good job. I always like to praise them when it tells you that they were really good in goal. That's kind of your indicator. You can say you were good in goal. I think it lowers the chances of the, oh, why don't you just let me score goals? And it's like, you don't want me to tell you did a good job. Like, are you serious? And especially what happened at halftime, right? Like that was obviously, we took a big risk there. Oh. So the 5th round is next. When is the draw? Why are we in July? It's not going to show me the draw. Is the draw today? Let me hop forward for 1 day and we'll see if the draw's today. If not, we may come back for Portland in the 5th round. How about that? Surprise! This is massive. If you don't know, New York Red Bulls. There was no draw. Like, I didn't get to see the draw. It just kind of happened, which is weird. Like, I can view it here, but there wasn't like a thing where it showed it. Unless I missed it and then I clicked forward to the next day. But anyway, New York Red Bulls and DC United. Okay, let's go look at the G clubs. Yeah. It's in here somewhere. No, fierce rivals with New York Red Bulls. I'm like, what? I was looking here. This is the other rivals. Fierce rivals with the New York Red Bulls. Again, one of the OGs of the MLS. What's up, yo, OGs? So we get to take them on. That's exciting. So I think that's a big episode. Again, like, let's just look at the scheduling. Away, June 17th to San Jose. If you're not familiar with America, that is in California. So like DC from your perspective is here. California is down here. So like going this way and then coming back. San Jose comes this way. Now we're at home. And now, okay, Portland's coming to us. I guess that's better. But it's just like the cross-country travel. Anyway, I'm sure you needed my hands here and me looking at my second monitor with my webcam so I got it right to make the point. I know that was added value. That's what you get on this channel. That's why people subscribe and hit the notification bell, which is what you should do. So leave that like and that comment. Let me know what you think about the draw and our second performance against San Jose. And if you'd like to see the transfer window stuff, whenever that is. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.